You know, the ones who kind of are like blowing away the masses, the guys who shouldn't be great fighters but just seem to be natural. Do you see something in the way they approach their training, their behaviors, just their general attitudes that makes them so good?
Yeah, I think the common theme for most guys at the top is they are extremely mentally tough, right? They are physically very tough. They are very durable and strong mentally and physically. They're going to continue to press forward no matter what. So if that's the case, then like technically we need to find something that can defeat those guys, right? Because you need to be technically superior to those guys that are going to come forward. You just need to be outright better than them. And that's not easy
Hmm.
in this day and age, right? Because guys are learning the game. They're learning from all previous fights. The training is getting better. Coaches are getting smarter. Training camps are getting better as far as how to approach that. And I see that there's way more better fighters today, I think, than there were back when I was fighting. People are figuring it out. They're figuring out ways to get better and improve. Um, yeah, so like the elite guys, um, I see it sometimes, but I still see a lack of evolution in some ways amongst the elite guys. Take Alexander Volkanovski, for example. How many champions do you see that continually get better? I don't see a lot. Like, doesn't mean they're not good fighters. They're great fighters, don't get me wrong.
Hmm.
But someone like a Volkanovski who is continually adding to his game and getting better as a featherweight champion in the UFC is impressive. That's the way it should be, but it's extremely rare that a guy is continually adding layers and levels to his game, offensively, defensively. It's impressive to watch. So that is what makes someone very rare, and unique, is that individual who can also hit and not get hit, who can go out there and be aggressive, be efficient and effective without taking a lot of damage. That to me is the sign of a master, someone who has a certain mastery over the martial arts, right? It's
Yeah.
anybody can go in there and fight and not give up and be tough and all that stuff. Maybe not anybody, but any tough guy can do that. But to be efficient, effective, and not take damage is another thing altogether. Like that person knows something and is executing something that other people just are not. And that I think is special. And that's what, I try to chase with my martial arts if I can. And I think that's ultimately kind of what nature is doing, right? It's like nature is trying to be as efficient and effective as possible. They're always making things, it's this intelligence that is built into nature in general is always looking for ways to be more efficient and more effective, for better or worse. It is plowing forward with an evolution that is trying to make things easier for it to either grow or get the heck out of the way. That thing is going to die. And if it's not able to evolve at a faster pace or a more efficient pace, it gets killed, period. So I find that, that's the same way with martial arts.
I love the way you look at stuff. It's like I could listen to you chat for hours. Like, well, I have because I've been on your podcast, but I think it was Bruce Lee that said like martial arts need to see the world with fresh eyes always. You know, they can't just like you were saying just rest on the laurels of that work. They'll stay to there, and always going out and trying to change. And do you think that's like where the top guys are doing? They're kind of always going, how can I improve? How can I evolve?
Ian, I think that's like one of the tricks of life, right?